Hello everyone, it is Russ. I am the Vet Trader, and today in FX3 and Revital Use Trading Academy, we are doing a TradingView walkthrough, which is an education platform that we utilize in order to break down markets. You're going to hear me say this 1,000 times, but great traders are forged in the fires of failure. I firmly believe that we learn far more from our lessons in life than we do from our successes in life, because with successes, you're just going to sit there and be like, oh, it worked, and move on. But you're going to dwell on the times when stuff went wrong, but that's when we can really analyze and see what is going on so that we can change how we do things. So let's get through the start of this and get into the actual education portion. Our goals are to provide easy to follow trading education, provide trading ideas, create confidence in your abilities, and then fortify mental discipline to handle the trading process. Our mission is with FX3 and Revital U is to provide a quality education, binary options, mental stability, and over-the-shoulder trading sessions, enabling clients to successfully trade the Forex, crypto, and commodities markets. FutureX3 and Revital, you cannot make any guarantees about your abilities to get results or earn money with our program, information, tools, or strategies. We are not trading your money for you. We will never ask you for anything personal on that end. You sign up for the class, and we are here to give you guys education in order for you guys to be well-rounded traders. And that is really the biggest thing, is you can lose your initial investment if you aren't practicing risk management. So please make sure that you are using your trading plan, using all the stuff that we are showing you so that you are able to protect against lessons and losses that you do take, and you can grow from them. It's easy to recover stuff when you guys stick to your stop loss. So please practice that discipline and move forward. So today we are doing a TradingView walkthrough, which is a platform where all of the Forex, cryptos, and everything is tracked. Those are where we get our bar charts, indicators, and they do have a free option where you are allowed to get a couple free indicators, which are great for you to utilize as we go through. It is a invaluable resource. I cannot tell you to purchase it and everything, but if you do want to be a successful trader, having knowledge is a great thing. So please, if you are going to consider it, this is what I would recommend. So we're going to go over to tradingview.com. We're going to quick jump over there. And this is what it is going to look like when you first sign on. Once you develop an account and everything like that, you will be able to utilize it more just for keeping different layouts and stuff. But this is what the initial page is going to look like. So we're going to just pick something very simple, something that is pretty much one of the more common ones. If you click search markets here, you'll click on a currency pair, which this, for example, is Euro USD. And this is what the actual TradingView charts look like. And a lot of brokers, they will actually say down in the quarter charts provided by TradingView, this is where they're getting their stuff. This is where they're getting all their technical analysis. This is useless if you are trading the OTC market because that is directly through the broker. But from Sunday night through Friday evening, the Forex will be available on here, and cryptos will be on here for 24 hours a day. They also have a free trial, which will pop up here that you can kind of play around with it, see what you're looking like, and everything like that. So let's get started probably with the most initial thing. We're going to start over here on the right. And this is a watch list. This is something that you can utilize and customize as you get more and more pretty much things, because what you're able to do over here is you're actually able to track what you want. So for example, they got some stocks, some futures, different things up here, but we're going to just get rid of those. And we're going to focus on, for example, you got Forex right here, which if you click these three little buttons, really the only thing that you need up here, you can deselect all these customizable columns because you really don't need them. And then they'll just have this over here. You can pull this over to minimize it as much as you want. And if you notice down here, they actually have a little technical analysis. So it will show you as you're moving through the performance over the last week, last month, last 3 months, last 6 months. and kind of a technical analysis that it's recommending it's a strong buy right now. It shows the day range, the 52-week range for what the pips are set up as. All the just little stuff that you can utilize, which is nice to kind of get a broad overview of what this is doing. And you can select between different currencies and it will adjust as needed, even down to Bitcoin. And you want to make sure that you are on the correct currency on this. If you are utilizing this for binary options or Forex trading, you want to make sure that you're on the correct currency. So always make sure you're on Euro USD, and this is from FXCM. So we're going to get into this real quick. So you can select another currency. So like if we put in euro, all these euros are going to pop up. And if you notice over here, it shows where it's coming from, which source. And that's basically the source that TradingView is getting all of its information on that particular one. I really like FXCM and Onanda. Those are probably the two biggest ones for looking at different things. And as you're going through here, you can actually flag these. Once you create an account, you can flag them. So we're gonna go back to this one. And obviously, because we don't have an account, it is going to get a little bit more squirrely on this one. So I am going to jump over to my actual TradingView, because that I actually have an account with. But that is the initial for just getting on. So I'm going to do a new share, and we are going to get over here, share this. Okay. This is what my charts all look like. There's a lot going on here and everything. But because I have an account, I'm able to save different things. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to the one that I've set up. It's called Training, which is blank. So going back to what I was saying about utilizing this platform, you click on here and you can actually group these things. So like I have the major currencies either from Onanda or from FXCM, and you can just type in the currencies that you want. So if you notice that you're usually trading like currencies like AUD and ZD and everything, they're all over here to help you. You can find them all. And you can go and you can pretty much find everything that you want on those particular ones. And as you remove them or add them to your particular watch list, it will update. The same thing with crypto. I can do like Bitcoin. Binance and Coinbase are going to be the two big ones for cryptos on getting your info. Those are the two biggest ones right now as far as crypto goes. And you can find those different crypto tokens and coins, and you can put them on there and save them under a different little, like I have my orange list here, which is all the cryptos that I particularly trade on different brokers. And you have all my Forex ones. And by clicking the symbol, it will actually put them in alphabetical order for you, which is kind of nice for you utilizing when you're jumping between currencies. You can have them all there. And as you move through, it will adjust the chart. Now, if you notice on here, it is not moving. It stopped actually on Friday, the 30th of December at 1500 for where I was looking at, and that's when the market closed. So this market actually stops. And then what will happen is it will get back going. So let's see. So a week ago, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is where a week ago it stopped and started up again. So you're always going to just have it bouncing back and forth depending on when the market closed, and then it's going to open. And usually when the market opens, you get some craziness going on, which Sunday nights can be a little bit more volatile, so beware of that. But this is all a bar chart. If you right click, you can actually go in here to settings. You can change your candles, how pretty much they're colored. Like let's say that you're not a fan of green and red and you want to do orange and yellow. You can adjust those particular ones as much as you want. It's all a preference thing for you to utilize on whatever you'd like. You can adjust pretty much different little things that you can try out, and there's a lot of great informational videos on different things, from appearances. You can change the background, all this stuff. They have hours of pretty much in-depth trading view tutorials. We're just going over a basic rundown today. So as you see, you have candles, which green is up, red is down. Pretty straightforward and everything. You can put your currencies over here. When you make an account, you can save different layouts, so you can bounce between layouts and everything, which is a good thing to pretty much, if you want a strategy or a certain type that you're looking for and you have a set of indicators that you like to utilize, you can adjust those as need be. Up here at the top of the status bar, we'll start over here, you can actually select your layout, so you can actually have 2 different charts if you want open. So like here's Euro odd, and let's say I'm watching Euro USD at the same time. When you put your mouse, and this is blue, you can actually adjust that depending on what you want. So we'll do USD JPY, for example. So now you have USD JPY and that. These are our charts. Pretty nice little feature if you want to, and you can go all the way up to 8, depending on what you want. For this reason, we're just going to be sticking with 1 and moving on. Now, anytime that you have multiple forms open, when you select it, it will adjust that particular one, depending on what you want. The other one will not be moving. So go over here, and this is just the one screen that we have open. This is currently the hour chart. So I guess we'll start right there. This little arrow next to the hour chart, you can actually put stars here, and the stars will actually put those up into your hotbar up here, which is nice. So if you want to jump between the 1, 3, 5, and 15 minute and hour time frame, all of those will be stationed up there, so you can quick jump through that chart and see the different ones, which is really nice. The same thing, this is the candles. The big ones that I utilize are the candles and the Haganashi for verifying trends. Those are what I've used most always, and they are there. With this is the indicator. Indicators, there's a lot of them. There is a lot of different indicators here on TradingView. So we'll just here, this is all there's a lot of indicators. There's also people that have made strategies, volume profiles, and different things that you can utilize as much as you want. And they also have ones that it's candlestick patterns. Like for example, you click on all candlestick patterns, it will show all the candlestick patterns on that. For dojis, this is the candlestick pattern ones, that's the basis. But as you learn more indicators, there is more stuff. All I'm going to say is be wary about having too much indicators where you're being overloaded with information. It can be a lot to see, it can be a lot to look at and everything like that, and we don't want you to get too out of the ordinary. So we're just going to put on some basic ones. So Bollinger Bands is getting put in there. We got Moving Average Convergence Divergence, which is the MACD, very popular one. We got OBV, which is On Balance Volume, Accumulation Distribution, and Money Flow, and then you have the Stochastic RSI. So right there, we got a basis of indicators for you to utilize. These are ones that are leading indicators, so they adjust as the market is moving. Stochastic RSI and MACD are lagging indicators. Lagging and leading, much like in our indicator class that we had, is going to show the difference between it's moving as the stuff goes on versus it's going to show you after that particular candle has closed. These are all great indicators to see. You can close out an indicator if you want with the little X. You can move the indicator up or down depending on with these little arrows. You can also collapse that and make that indicator go away, but if you want it back, just reactivate it. It is there for you to utilize. Over here, you can just adjust as much as you want. You can make that indicator disappear if you don't want to see it, and you can adjust settings and the style and the visibility all in here. As you make a profile, it actually will save your charts, so you don't have to re-put in all your indicators every time and everything. For example, with Bollinger Bands, 220 is the standard. For me, I like to adjust this a little bit. I make this line green, and you can make the width change down here. The upper, I will make that red. You can make the width change again. And the bottom, I make green. The reason being, down at the bottom, probably gonna want a green button. Up at the top, you're probably gonna want a red button, and you can change these colors to whatever you want. If I want to make that one pink, if I want to make that one yellow, you can adjust the width, and you can adjust everything else with it depending on what you want. And that is applicable for every indicator. And those indicators, as you go through, you can actually put stars next to them, and you can save them as your different ones. If you like that indicator, you can put a star, and then it will just all be up here in the favorite. That is what they are there for. It is a good little thing for evaluating different strategies. Up here, this is the current pair that we're on. If you don't want to go over here, you can type in the pair that you want. And if you want to save it, it's very simple by just putting a little hashtag next to it. That is what you can or cannot do. It just depends on what you want to do. For example, that is the Kraken one, which is one that I don't normally utilize, but this is just for training. Now we are moving on to, we've went over times, we've went over candles, we went over indicators. All of these things are different ones. You can actually, they have like pre-described ones, so you can do volume-based indicators, and it's saved, and it throws up every one that you want for that one. That is just another feature that is offered there. So we're going to get rid of a couple of these, and then what we're going to do is we're going to get into drawing tools. This down here is volume. As you could see, because this was the week before New Year's, how much volume was being moved around in this market. It's not very much, but then you get massive spikes, and that is what was going on in that particular week. Over here are some drawing tools. This one right here, it's got the little line with the two circles. These are all your main lines. So you got your trend line, your arrow, your ray. So for example, a trend line, click and click. You can adjust the color down here if you want. Click on this one again. So this is a ray, which is actually a really cool one. So a ray, all you have to do is put two dots, and that is going to extend all the way down the page as far as the eye can see. That will just keep going. Anytime you want to get rid of any of your indicators or drawing tools, you can actually go over here and you can just remove all your drawing tools. Or this little trash can, you can remove all your indicators if you just want the bar chart to start fresh. Arrow, it's the same thing as the ray. This is a useful thing. It's the trend angle. So when you're setting up for a trend, you want to see what this angle of this trend is going at. So this particular trend is pretty steep. These are all just different things to utilize depending on what you want to do. So for example, this trend down here, you can see that this angle of this trend was 68 degrees. Sorry, 69 degrees. That was the angle of the trend. It's just a way to, it's just another tool to help you. This one is the horizontal line. This is great for setting up support and resistance. You can set up your support and resistance very quickly utilizing this ray. It goes left to right all the way across. And if you want to change the colors, once again, just come down here. You can change the thickness and you can delete it. So if you want to delete all your drawings, bam, drawings are gone. This little arrow, once again with the stars, it actually will save your main ones right here, up here at the top. So you can see a channel. So you put your line, and you can draw down, and you can actually set up channels that way too, which is a useful tool. And this is all stuff for you to learn how you want to do. If you want to draw, hey, I'm noticing something's doing right here, or hey, I'm noticing something's going on right here. Or I don't like how this chart is doing this. or, I'm really liking how the market's going. This is all stuff that if you want to do, you can. It's just fun little things that pretty much help you, pretty much if you want to keep notes or what have you. But that is the basic outline of TradingView. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of stuff that you can utilize. You can auto save your layout. You can make new layouts, and you can save those particular things where if you have a crypto set of indicators that you like, it's great. If you have a Forex set of indicators that you like, that's great. And it will save all that stuff for you. So that is it for the walkthrough on this particular one. It is a very useful tool. You can utilize it as much or as little as you want, but please, all I gotta say is play around with it, see if you like it, see if it's helpful for you, because this is a wonderful tool for technical analysis. So this is Russ, the Vet Trader, signing off. See you in class. Once again, bring your questions if you have them in class, but this is the walkthrough of TradingView. Hello everybody, and welcome to the FX3 Revital U video training series. Today we're going to be going over candles and pips. Now, over the last videos that you guys have all watched, that has all been stuff for setting your guys' selves up for success. We got 4 more videos that are going to be in this library. We're going over this one, support and resistance, the indicators, and then lastly, setting yourself up for success. Once you complete all these videos, you will be ready for the Academy, and you can start hanging out with us. Looking forward to working with all of you, so let's get into it. First of all, goals: to provide easy to follow trading education, provide trading ideas to create confidence in your abilities, fortify mental discipline to handle the trading process. With Revital U and FX3, our mission is to provide a quality education in binary options, mental stability, and over-the-shoulder trading sessions, enabling clients to successfully trade the Forex, crypto, and commodities markets. That is our mission. As you know, Future X3 and Revital U cannot make any guarantees about your ability to get results or earn money with our program. That is quite simply is that our program is here to give you information, but we cannot guarantee it because we are not the ones trading for you at the end of the day. So let's get right into it. Candlesticks. They are the bread and butter of trading. They are what kind of set us all up for everything. Candles are either bullish or bearish in nature. Bullish implies up, bearish implies down. So green or bullish, or red or bearish. Candles have an open and close. When it is a bullish candle, it opens at the bottom and it closes at the top. And the same thing with bearish candles. It will open at the top and then close at the bottom. If it does during that period that you're looking at those candles, you'll have a wick. So it may open here, but come up here to the high of that one and then pop back down. So make sure you're keeping an eye on those wicks. They are important, especially on the higher time frames. Candles always reflect the time frame that you are on your particular chart, whether it be 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 5 days, whatever it is. Candles in certain patterns can signify a change in momentum of the market. Candlestick patterns, which is more stuff that we're going to be going into at a later date, but when you have certain candles on the screen at a certain point, it shows that it is moving at a particular way or could signal a switch. This is a different type of candles. These are called Haganashis, and these are great for determining trends. They help confirm the strength of a trend. Haganashis, usually you want these wicks pointing down. So if there's no wick at the top of the candle, that implies this trend down is very strong. And then you'll have a reversal candle, and then they pop back up. And you'll notice when it's going up, the wicks on those candles, they're pointed towards the sky. That's what you want. When you have a Haganashi that has a body with a big chunk of wick on both sides, that means that there's either consolidation or it's heading into a reversal. The strength is always determined on that the wicks are just on one side. Something to utilize in your different trading. Candlestick time frames. So now when you're looking at large time frames with trends, it's broken down several different ways here. A large time frame, if you may go from an hour to 15 minutes, for example, that 1 hour may be one green candle, but in that hour, there was a lot of different stuff going on. So you might have an up and then a pullback, and up and then a pullback and up. And this can be seen with these candles, is that you have a wick, it opened, came back down a little bit, came all the way up to here, went a little bit high for the high, came back down and closed. Same thing here. And anytime that you have on the smaller time frames, so that pullback, you're going to have small red candles and then green continuous candles, even though it opened and closed moving up. So that's all something to be familiar with. Candlestick blending, that's what happens when you take two different candles or three or a multiple period of candles, and that equals one candle. For example, on this one, there's 6 4-hour candles and then 1 daily candle. So this green candle would signify over the course of that day, it went up the whole day. But over each 4 hours, you had an hour, 4 hours that was going up, 4 hours that it came back down, went all the way down to the low. And then you had 4 hours where it went up, 4 hours where it went up, 4 hours where it came down, and then 4 hours where it went all the way up but closed here. So that's where you would get the wicks, and that's where you get the body, because these 4 hours would equal that. So what you're looking for is basically a candle is always going to open here. This is the low point that it was at, and then it went up and closed up here, but then the next candle may show that it all retracted. So that is going to be a wick on the higher time frames. All stuff to be mindful of. What is a PIP? You're going to hear it very commonly. PIP is an acronym for percentage in point or price interest point. Most pairs are priced out to either 4 decimal places or 2 other decimal places. Each currency has a different amount or place. Please make sure that you're aware of what those are. So for example, the difference between a 3 and a 4, it's always the last digit is considered a pipette, or like a tenth of a pip. The one before it is the pip. So when we say something moved 4 whole pips, this number changed 4 points. And then the one behind it is kind of a tenth. So they're broken down into 10 different points. So it's stuff to all be considerate on how much a market is moving. With that being said, that is a short, sweet, to the point thing about candles and pips. I look forward to seeing you guys all in class. Have a great day.